because, as a reminder, Kayla was in a position to you could make the argument that Kayla was in a position to help Harmony, including on the night that she was beaten to death. Again, 5-year-old Harmony Montgomery having a bathroom accident in the vehicle, being abused, and then really being beaten to death as a result of just a 5-year-old girl having a bathroom accident. Kayla, who has stated that she is a victim over the course of this, the social media reaction to this goodbye letter was not very positive, at least in our comment section, and I think that has to be stated. Again, this is all about giving you a voice, and we will be going to your comments here momentarily. After Kayla Montgomery, we had the two fathers of her brother Jameson. Jameson being the child of Adam and Kayla, and hearing the words of Harmony's younger brother, even though he wasn't there and present in the courtroom to read it himself, hearing it through his adopted parents, his two dads, was certainly impactful. And my goodness, it I think it really rang true with our audience here. It's certainly hearing the words of a young child and how he has to live the rest of his life knowing what happened to his big sister, a big sister that he will never get to, experience life with. It's just been, that certainly pulled at heartstrings, including my own. And then, of course, we had Harmony Montgomery's foster mom offer a statement, at which time, after the victim impact statements were read, there was more from the prosecution. The defense then offered that Adam Montgomery maintains his innocence, that he acknowledges the charges of abuse of a corpse and what he did in the aftermath of Harmony's death, but that he maintains his innocence in Harmony Montgomery's murder, despite the fact that he has been convicted by a jury of his peers. And the defense says that this final offer for Harmony's location was a stunt meant to get a reaction out of him of some kind, offering him 7 days to disclose the location of Harmony's remains. This is something that we're going to be getting into really in the after the sentence is read. We have another featured question where we are asking you, do you agree with this final Hail Mary offer for others who felt that a lessened sentence should not have been put on the table? So we'll get into this more and we'll read some of your comments, but that's enough of me with basically a breakdown of what has transpired. Let's get to your comments. As a reminder, you can go to www.heyjb.live to submit a VIP comment. That's the easiest way to connect with us directly in the Stream Center, or you can use hashtag HeyJB on Facebook Live or on YouTube Live. And we're going to start with the VIP comments. Sandy says,
What's up, guys? We're waiting for sentencing on that, but I still can't believe they offered something so low. Dude is that garbage to where he's not going to give up the remains. It's disgusting. I do not feel well. So I'm only up long enough for the sentencing here, and then after that, it is what it is. I'm not sure I'm going to stay up. But hi, I'm here. Welcome to the Pandrew Show. I'm tired. I look like shit. I feel like shit. Um, but hi, all two E's. I ain't complaining today. I'm not. Um, but yeah, welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. Where my thing? There it is. Oh, so what's everybody up to as we wait for them to read the verdict of Adam Montgomery? Here.
Have a little bit later on, but believes that it at this stage, if a if a location of Harmony's remains isn't going to be put on the table, I mean, if it wasn't going to be put on the table over the course of this entire process, it wasn't going to happen today. So as a result, no deal. Barb Olson, hashtag KJB. Wouldn't Kayla know where Harmony is? Kayla is not believed to know the location of Harmony's remains. Harmony's remains were transported from place to place to place, and we noted this earlier. I mean, just hidden in the trunk of a car, first put into a duffel, folded into a duffel bag. This is the remains now of your 5-year-old daughter, folded into a duffel bag, hidden in the trunk of a car, placed into then a cooler, put into then a ceiling vent, and then a workplace freezer before he himself, Adam, finally disposed of it. I think it should be stated, and we'll talk about this more after the sentence is read. Kayla Montgomery is expected to be a free woman this month. I've been following reports with her case. I haven't streamed anything with her specifically, but I've been following the reports, and Kayla Montgomery will be a free woman at some point this month. She was granted parole on March 7th. Is that correct? The first week of March, she was granted parole. She was sentenced originally for lying about where Harmony was when she was last seen. So I believe it was perjury charges. And so she has been granted parole, and she's been ordered to complete mandatory prison programs related to substance abuse treatment and have an approved home plan. And she will be under what is described as intense supervision for at least the first few months of being let out on parole. Yeah, look, so it was interesting that Kayla wrote this goodbye letter. But clearly Kayla Montgomery, and there's a lot of opinion about Kayla. And again, a lot of our social media commenters, a lot of folks in our chat point to not what she did, but what she didn't do in protecting Harmony, and that she was in a position to help this young girl and didn't. And then also to lying. I mean, you're in prison for lying over the course of the investigation, so you're doubling down. Now, there's the what's been put forth is the idea that Kayla was very much a victim over the course of this process, suffered and was the victim of abuse as a result of Adam's actions over the course of this entire ordeal. But really, it was just failure after failure that resulted in Harmony's death. That ultimately is the most important thing to keep in mind over the course of this. And so, yeah, we'll talk more about it. As a reminder, the poll on the bottom of your screen, we are asking which outcome do you feel is justice for Harmony? That hashtag is used so much on social media, but what does that hashtag mean to you? What is justice for Harmony? We ask it in so many other cases. What previously justice for Gabby Petito, justice for Madeline Soto. What does justice look like when we have such an evil occurrence in front of us and such a terribly tragic story? I'm really curious as to what people think is the appropriate outcome here. And so we'll be getting into the discussion after the sentence is read, but it helps us if you actually, submit your answer on our featured question by going to, one more time, www.heyjb.live, where you can actually submit your response to this. It looks just like this over here, over my shoulder, when you pull it up on your phone. And also, too, we do have a large international audience. People that have been joining us from Europe. I think we had some folks in Australia. Where's everybody watching from? Maybe it's a good time to check in on where everybody's watching from, because this is clearly an international story. Harmony has reached people around the world. And so with that, if you want your voice to be heard, you can submit a comment. You can actually vote in our featured question, and you can do so by going to world.heyjb.live. Also, really quickly, because this is something that people have been asking for in the Stream Center for a long time. I'm sorry if it's off topic. Please just allow me 30 seconds, because this is something that I got a memo into my inbox last week saying that people in Europe can actually access WFLA.com now. And I don't have too many friends in Europe. I would really appreciate for our Europe audience, people that are watching from across the pond, UK, anywhere in Europe, try to go to www.heyjb.live. Try to go to WFLA.com. Can you actually see us again for the first time in years? There was a block put in for security purposes, and apparently we are back in Europe. And that's extremely, or potentially extremely exciting, because we have such a large audience that watches us from Europe. And so I didn't want to spend too much time talking about that. Obviously, we have the subject matter at hand in this 15-minute break, but please let us know if you're joining us from Germany, the UK, France. That's music to our ears if that's the case, because that has been a thorn in the side of so many for such a long time. People that would wanted to read our content, read updates, and be able to vote in our content as well. So yeah, please let us know if that works. All right, folks, 15 minutes is about up. I think we're about 60 seconds away from that 15-minute break being done. I have courtroom audio up full blast, and we'll, of course, pay attention to the pool camera feed. Adam Montgomery, by the way, is hard to see, but he is in shackles. He is wearing handcuffs, despite the fact he's not wearing the traditional prison jumpsuit. So, again, he has been ordered to be here. He was not present for his trial. He was not present for the verdict being read. By jury, of course, ultimately reached their verdict in this case, and so he's been ordered to be here today. He's listening to these victim impact statements. He has listened to Crystal. He has listened to Jamison's fathers. He has listened to Harmony's foster mom, and even the letter that was read by Kayla, which I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting the Kayla's letter to be read, but that was read, and that really, it's interesting. But the reaction to Crystal was just love and support in our comment. There were purple hearts, just it was like a waterfall of purple hearts in our comment section. The reaction to the reaction to Kayla and that letter being read was I think a mixture of confusion and frustration, and maybe that's me putting it lightly. The reaction to Jamison's fathers, his two adopted parents, reading words on behalf of Jamison, that again being Harmony's younger brother, that was just tear jerking, and I just saw emotions running high. And people were saying that they were just in tears, crying hysterically over hearing those words and grabbing for tissues, and then similar with Harmony's foster mother, just feeling like you want to give the biggest hug in the world, and trying to do so by voicing your support in the comment section. So the victim impact statements are over. The judge is reviewing every argument that has been made up until this point, and really now it's up to the judge in this case to offer a sentence. This is our last call for our featured question. And maybe we'll try to get to 500 votes if we can. We're up to 458 there. And we're asking you, this is about spotlighting your opinion. Which outcome do you feel is justice for Harmony? And you might be of the opinion that there is no justice for Harmony. I think it was it Sandy earlier who said that there is no justice until we find her. I hadn't really thought about it that way. But you could make the argument that yeah, if you want the truest form of justice is for harmony is to find harmony. And I thought that was an interesting take. As we wait, it'll be any moment, folks. Again, as a reminder, I will be muting my microphone. We'll be going full screen. Any moment, we'll be back with the sentence live from New Hampshire. Oh, we got some Facebook folks that are joining us. Barry, thank you. That's a very kind Facebook comment. I appreciate that. So Amy says death penalty for anyone who murders. So obviously with this poll, Amy voted and then submitted a comment, and this is an other selection from Amy. It's very clear to me. Voting that it should be the death penalty. Death penalty for anyone who murders their child or any child. As a reminder, not a capital case. And I believe that New Hampshire outlawed the death penalty, right? Didn't they? Yeah, 2019, they abolished capital punishment. So, yeah, Darmy, I see your VIP comment. That is a comment. I'll try to. Darmy, I'm going to try to paraphrase your comment. I'd like to give people a voice. Your comment I can't put on screen due to it not being in line with policy with how we put comments on screen. But I'll just kind of paraphrase. Darmy and a lot of our other commenters just don't want an easy life for Adam Montgomery in prison. You can read between the lines of what I'm trying to say with that comment, but there are a lot of people that hope that Adam Montgomery, as a result of what he has been convicted of, doesn't have a smooth process as far as being incarcerated. Everyone kind of get where I'm going with that paraphrase job. Let's see. Julia says, protect the public. Life in prison, no parole. I'll be very, very much curious as to if there's I don't think that there's going to be the opportunity for parole. I think the sentence is going to be the sentence. We've eclipsed 500 votes, by the way. We are going to reveal the results of this question, this featured question, right after the sentence is read. We'll do it right in our post-hearing coverage here on stream as we spotlight your reaction, spotlight your opinions. And then also, too, we have another featured question that we are asking as to how you feel about the deal that was offered to Adam Montgomery. Looks like we might be back, folks. Again, our coverage continues after the sentence is read.
The crimes that you have committed and the harm that you have caused cannot be overstated. You took a human life, and you did so in the most callous and heartless of ways. You robbed a 5-year-old girl, your own daughter, of the life that she was to lead. You stole from your sons a sister. You took a daughter from her mother. You were convicted of reckless second-degree murder. Reckless in this context does not mean something that was an accident. It is defined under law as something that manifests the extreme indifference to a human life. Your extreme indifference to the value of human life is seen in so many of your actions in this case. In 2019, you beat Harmony. In the words of your uncle, her eye was fully black and blue like a raccoon eye, is what he said. Your words, when asked, were, quote, I bashed her around the effing house. And then you hid her from the view of others, and you kept her from those that came to help her. On the date that you murdered her, you didn't hit her once. You punched her in the head repeatedly. You beat her in the car while at stoplights, more than one time. You knew that she was severely injured, yet you covered her with a blanket and didn't check on her until after you took her lifeless body from the car. And then, after her death, you treated her body like it was trash, worse than trash. You did unimaginable things to her body, and all in an effort to save yourself from being discovered as her murderer. And then, on top of that, you threatened, abused, and beat your wife to keep her silent. Your criminal history similarly reflects your extreme indifference to the value of human life. Your actions having taken both a physical and emotional toll on so many. In 2008, you were convicted of criminal threatening after pointing a knife at a 15-year-old girl. In 2010, you were convicted of armed robbery and assault and battery with a dangerous weapon in a home invasion incident in which it was reported that you held up a woman at gunpoint, terrorizing her to the point that she lost control of her bodily functions. In 2009, you were convicted of first-degree assault for stabbing another person. In 2014, you were convicted of assault and battery with a dangerous weapon and larceny in a case in which it was reported that you shot a man in the face. In 2019, you were convicted of 2 counts of armed career criminal, 2 counts of theft, and 2 counts of receiving stolen property, all of the charges stemming from the thefts of firearms, guns, exchanges of guns for drugs and money. The court has to consider 3 primary goals of sentencing: punishment, deterrence, and rehabilitation. The focus today is on your convictions in this case: second-degree murder, falsifying physical evidence, witness tampering, abuse of a corpse, and second-degree assault. But the prior convictions are important, and they're important as well as each of them reflects not just your extensive criminal conduct, but each of them represents an opportunity after sentencing for you to have changed the trajectory of your life, to change how you were treating other people. But you were either unwilling or unable to do so. And as a result, at this point, the court has the responsibility to impose a sentence that not only punishes you harshly for the crimes that you have committed, but considers deterrence, that is, how to keep you from hurting others. In light of the egregious nature of the crimes of which you have been convicted in this case, and taking into consideration your extremely violent criminal history, the court finds the only way to do this is to keep you off the streets. To the extent you seek to rehabilitate yourself, that will have to happen behind the prison walls. Harmony was an innocent 5-year-old girl. You treated her in the worst of possible ways, in both her life and in her death. Therefore, the court sentences you as follows. On charge ID 2027112C, the charge of second-degree murder, you are sentenced to the New Hampshire State Prison for not more than life nor less than 45 years. That sentence is stand committed. That sentence is consecutive. All of these sentences, I should say now, are consecutive to each other, as well as consecutive to docket 216-2022 CR 577, which are the sentences that you're currently serving. Additionally, you're to participate meaningfully and complete any counseling, treatment, or education programs as directed by the correctional authority or probation parole. Law enforcement agencies may return evidence to its rightful owner. You are ordered to be of good conduct and comply with all the terms of this sentence. This is also consecutive to the second-degree assault charge in the docket ending in 20. That is charge ID 1937947C. Do you have any questions about that sentence?
Nope.
On charge ID 2027113C, falsifying physical evidence, on this charge, you are sentenced to New Hampshire State Prison for not more than 7 years nor 3.5 years. This sentence is stand committed, consecutive to all of the other charges that I'm about to read you, as well as consecutive to the second-degree assault charge and the docket ending in 20 and the sentences that you are presently serving. You do have the obligation, as with the other sentences, to meaningfully participate in programming as directed by the correctional authority or probation parole. You're ordered to be of good conduct and comply with all the terms of that sentence. On the charge of tampering with witnesses and informants, you are sentenced to the New Hampshire State Prison for not more than 7 years nor less than 3.5 years. Again, this sentence is consecutive to the additional sentences that I've read to you that I'm reading to you in this case, as well as docket ending in 20 and the sentences that you are presently serving. You have the same obligations for participation in programming, and law enforcement may return evidence to its rightful owner. On the abuse of corpse charge, on this charge, you are sentenced to the maximum penalty of 12 months at the House of Correction. All of this sentence is suspended for 25 years. If it were to be imposed, it would be consecutive to the sentences that I read to you. And on this charge, you will also have the provision of a no contact order, and that is no contact with the Sorey family, the Miller family, and the Rafferty family. That sentence is also consecutive were it to be imposed to all of the other sentences in this case and the sentence you're currently serving. On the second degree assault charge ID 1937947C, you are sentenced to New Hampshire State Prison for not more than 8 years nor less than 4 years. This sentence is consecutive to the sentences in docket 216-2022 CR 2372. This is charge ID 1937947C. On this charge, you have the additional requirement, as you have in the other cases, to meaningfully participate in programming. Law enforcement agencies may return evidence to its rightful owner, and you're obligated to be of good behavior and comply with all the terms of the sentence. Do you have any question about those sentences?
No, I do not.
All right, before you go, counsel, approach, please.
Hello. I can't hear you.
No, I do not. The response from Adam Montgomery.
Hold on 1 minute, everyone. No, I cannot hear you, honey. Can't hear you. Ruh-roh. Can't hear you. No, not that I know of. She has not spoken. And that's nothing, darling. I cannot hear you at all. Try, don't know. Nothing yet, but I did pause it so you guys know. I still ain't got done, honey. I don't know. Did you disconnect your headphones? Step down and come back. Step down and come back. Yeah, step down and come back. No sound. Yeah, step down, come back. I don't know what's going on. She might have to disconnect her Bluetooth from it. It happens that way, or she has to accept allow microphone for the app. I don't know what's going on. All right, let's see. Do we got you now? No. It happens. It happens. I don't have no clue what's going on.
Do you hear me now?
Yes, there you are.
Okay.
Did you have yourself muted?
No, yeah, I did. So what do you think of this bullshit?
What's bullshit? There's a lot.
You want to kill him?
Oh, yeah, yeah. But
Out of
what? Well,
Montgomery?
yeah, I don't like him. I think he should. I think he should
I
croak.
want to kill him. He's a piece of something, isn't he?
Oh yeah. I don't like. I wasn't really. I didn't really get into the Montgomery case, but at the end of the day, dude, you know where your kid's body is, and you were bouncing her body, throwing her from trunk to trunk, put her in a suitcase like she was, an old pair of gym socks or something, dude. Like, bro, people like him give real dads a bad name.
Real bad. Like, I can't handle it.
No,
He'll,
they're gonna kiss his ass until he
but
releases.
I don't care for Kayla either. Or not Kayla. I'm sorry. Harmony's mother.
Yeah, Katie.
I'm sorry, but she's also got some blame in the game here, though.
Oh yeah,
Right?
right. But what I'm saying is at the end of the day, like.
It's all him.
Yeah, but they're kissing his ass just to find the remains, and he's gonna wind up not get. He's not gonna get life. He's not gonna get 25 to life. He's not gonna get you know anything beside probably 20 years if he pushes it the way he's pushing it.
I know. It's disgusting.
Oh yeah.
It's disgusting. So how are you, Pandy?
Tired, not feeling well. Trying to get
What?
shit done. I got sick. I ate something I shouldn't have somewhere.
What'd you eat?
I don't freaking know. It was a mixture. Yesterday, I got home from work and I was so damn tired. I was like, screw it, and I just ate whatever.
You did.
Well, yeah. I mean, I went in at 9 and didn't get out until almost 7 o'clock. So,
Did you get a new job?
no, this is just working next door. I work for my landlord.
Oh, you work for your landlord now?
Yeah.
Since when?
Oh, the last couple of months.
Oh,
Been trying to
okay.
get this house up and going,
Trying to
but
make that money?
not really. I don't charge him an arm and a leg because I'm only half-assing it because I really don't care. I
How's the
mean,
wife? You know who I am, right?
uh,
Georgia.
yep, Georgia, Georgia. I know. I see the name all the time. I see you.
Georgia.
It's just
That's
been a
what you
minute.
always say to me.
Oh yeah.
Georgia.
No, I stepped away because I got to get laundry done. I got to get some dishes done. I got to get kids to help, and that ain't gonna happen. It's one of them days.
It's one of them days.
I want to
Just
smack them
working,
both.
grinding.
Yeah.
Where's Ericon?
He's playing lazy today.
What's he
I
doing?
just called him. He's sitting at his house, chilling.
He just chilling like a villain?
Yeah. He's just out. He's just over there doing whatever. I guess he's binge watching something. I don't fucking know. I don't pay half a mind to him. He's got his own place now, so he ain't living with nobody.
Okay.
That's good. I got a van that sits in my driveway because I don't have a license.
Look at you drinking that Mountain Dew. That's not
Listen,
good for you.
I can throw up Listen, I could throw up, be in the hospital with double pneumonia. I don't give a shit. You ain't taking
And
my
you're gonna
Mountain Dew.
still drink the Mountain Dew?
Yup. I will die with a. I will take a bottle of it to the grave with me. I don't care. Oh, I know it's not good for me. I know it ain't. But today I don't care.
Andrew.
Were you around when I told everybody my fourth baby mama went to prison? I mean, went to jail for sleeping
Who's
with an
your fourth?
underage?
Is that Allison, your fourth baby mama?
No, Allison's dead. She died in January.
Well, I know she died, but I
no,
did.
she's baby mama number 1.
Oh.
Yeah, I have 4 different
What?
baby mamas.
See, I haven't watched you in a while, so I don't know. Like, is that your wife? Did she pass away?
No. Allison and I were never married. My third child and that I have here, her and myself are I'm with her mother. So
That's your third?
yep, my third, well, technically fourth,
Okay, so you
because
got fourth.
third baby mama, fourth child.
Okay, fourth baby mama died?
No, fourth baby mama's in jail for
She what?
sleeping with. She's in jail for sleeping with an underage.
Oh, she's in jail. Okay.
Yeah, and she
Do
gets out.
you watch the Paul Ferguson case? Do you know him?
No,
Oh, you don't?
nope. I don't watch it. I don't watch anything. I've been too busy with the kids, man. Too busy with the kids.
Andrew,
Ugh.
is AB in here?
No, me and AB don't talk no more.
Oh, you don't talk no more?
No, AB showed his true colors
Why?
because he got mixed up with another set of YouTubers who have long histories of very nasty things. And instead of standing up to him like I did, he decided to bow down.
So what? No one comes in here anymore?
Well, they do, but they don't. I
There's
mean,
many.
not as many as there
We don't have
once
very
was.
many supporters these days, do we? Over here.
Uh-uh.
Where's everybody? Come on.
Not really, but it's alright though. I'm not complaining over it. I like the more manageable peoples anyway. A lot of people are just
I,
off doing their thing.
oh, I can see the chat.
Hmm.
No, is anybody chatting or no?
No,
No one's.
no. They're all waiting for the sentencing of douchebag.
Oh, that douchebag. I'm so
Yeah,
and
fuck him.
so disgusting.
Oh yeah. And
That
this morning I did a quick little live up in Nebraska tornadoes, and I went and there's another YouTuber that lived down there and got hit. So he took his whole inventory because he makes his own beef jerky. He has his
yeah.
own beef jerky business. He took his whole inventory and handed it out to everybody that was in the affected zone, so they at least had something to eat.
Oh,
And it
do you
and
think
he go
that
ahead.
Adam's gonna tell us where Harmony is? I don't think so.
No, I don't know. I don't think he's gonna say
He's
shit
a
unless
fool.
it's
He's a fool. You
unless
are looking at either spending the rest of your life behind bars, or you can tell us where Harmony is, and you can spend, what is it, 35? I think they.
he could. They want to. What it is what it is that they put up on the table as a joke of only sentencing him to 7 more days in prison for the body. But I think that he's gonna run with that and not get and want and not and try to keep running it until it's low as go. Even if the judge sentences him to tell everybody where they are, doesn't mean he's going to.
Oh my god.
But yet again, it's a typical
Oh,
criminal ploy.
wait. I listened to. Did you listen to Kayla? What she said?
No.
Sick. Sick. I'm disgusted by her because Kayla is like, basically she's used her victim impact statement to like
Mm.
send a message to him, basically saying like, I still love you, but I want you to know like that I don't like this and that. And like, oh my god.
Listen, you could
She's a
still,
fucking old.
but listen, you could still love somebody throughout something like this. But
Oh my god.
at the end of the day, you got to do what's right for your babies. But with her being with him for so long, to lose that love for even a monster like him will take time. So
No, I know. I know. I do. I know. I get that. But I wouldn't have even given a victim impact statement if I was her.
if no, listen, I would no, listen, I would have, but I wouldn't have done that. I would have just straight up told them if they don't get you in jail, I'm gonna get you, one way or fucking another.
Yeah.
I
Like
will.
she.
I'm that type of, but yet again, I look at family differently than some people do. Like you, listen, I've already gone to jail for my kids. I'll go again. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'll take that life sentence any day of the week for one of my kids. Any day of the week.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like she, like, it was her opportunity to, like, tell the world basically not tell the world. It was to tell him how much she loves him. That was her impact statement. She was like, I love you. Why did you do this? I still love you.
But doesn't that remind you of something, though? Doesn't that remind you of a recent case? The, oh, well, the child, oh, I love you. Why did you do this? Oh, but the child was putting a wedge in our marriage type deal.
There's lots of those cases. There is.
Well, there's one more recent. Say, Mr. Rogers.
Oh,
Yeah, stepdaddy got caught slipping, saying that.
I mean, I don't know. I don't have an opinion yet on that because there's just not any info. There's not enough info for me to like really give an opinion on that. To be quite honest, I don't think. What is your take on that?
I think I don't know. There ain't much to go on any of it right now.
No, well, what's your take? Because I have no idea. I haven't been watching it lately.
I think stepdaddy did something because he already come out and admitted that, Sebastian with his autism was putting a wedge in their marriage.
Your take is that
Stepdaddy either did something or helped Mama Dukes do something. Because
Chris? Oh, okay.
yeah, because how are you gonna know exactly what time your kid left, and with what if you weren't sitting there on the couch watching them?
I know.
You ain't got no cameras. You ain't got no cameras on your house. Nobody around you has cameras. What the hell?
Well, I
Oh,
don't like that whole 3-hour conversation that they had. I can tell you that right now. I don't really
yeah.
understand where that's kind of bizarre to me, but
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I lost her.
Oh,
You're good. No, your video's out, but you're good.
uh-oh. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. No video though, but that's all right. Oh, like dude, like chill your ass, man. Like fuck, I'm not feeling well today. Like bro, we'll get shit done tomorrow. But yeah, oh, we lost her. It's all right. Jojo, we're gonna finish playing this.
In relation to any questions regarding the sentence that was just handed down by the judge, 45 years to life plus consecutive prison sentences for the other charges in this case, also to
45
be
years to
served
life.
consecutively with the previous assault charges. Adam Montgomery going to jail, going to prison for a long time.
Are imposed in light of the extended period of incarceration. The court will also make the finding that you do not have an ability to pay your attorney's fees, so there will not be an obligation for those in these matters. The clerk will now address you regarding sentence review.
You are hereby notified that you have the right to apply for review of the state prison sentence imposed on you on May 9th, 2024. The application may be filed within 30 days after the date of the sentence, but not thereafter except for good cause shown. If you file such an application, your sentence will be reviewed by a board of 3 members who will be either judicial referees and/or superior court judges. Review of the sentence may result in a decrease or increase of the minimum or maximum term within the limits fixed by law, or there may be no change in the sentence. A form for making application, if you wish to do so, is set forth below. Mr. Montgomery, this applies for both cases 216-2022 CR 20 and 216-2022 CR 2372. I'll leave those with you.
Do you want to sign in now? Yeah. Okay.
I'll be right back, guys.
Anything further from the state?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Anything further from you, Attorney Smith?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you, everybody.
Well, everyone, that is Adam Montgomery being sentenced to a very, very fucking long time. Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
Breaking news from the Stream Center. Here's JV Buno.
But 45 to life. Give it to him. With more time on top of that. Good. At least somebody burns. Now he just needs to give up the remains. But justice for Harmony and let the man rot in hell.